You are watching Revelations, the biggest spiritual platform. I had here near bro wadwene unti ase so eno ene ye kanu ewo ha saying. Don't tell me sir brofo no ye engineering or mo creating machines. Ye this enlightenment and e boa omo ema omo sua se niama we say nyina. Edi ya meje so e de Maame Grace. Na ende episode no very special to me. Adentia my practice spirituality, spirituality 20 years. This particular topic I treating and day a topic I me was so much problems with it. Internet say you free be or you well endowed. Say ombra na ombe treat it sa topic way. Na topic way den na your guest and so why. Once again I welcome you to the biggest spiritual platform, Revelations. Okay, so your topic, your time traveling. Time traveling. Your time traveling. You're different from astral projection. You're different from having a lucid dreams. Into no, and no, some and your baby can you be define it. Is it true? Me, particularly, I have doubt about it. So it's not going to be an easy conversation. I welcome you, and let's welcome our guest, Dr. Kwesi. Doctor, I welcome you.
Thank you, madam.
So no wahadia or no dear me many difficult topics. Obi atna seti so a ono no de the topic about or no dear or betna hansan am the topic no amano or you endowed me stretch no to get the best out of him. In 1 minute, me pese ubechia Revelations ahwefo. I call them pearls. They are not swines. Me pese uchia omo na uchia wadofo nso so. Na introduce you once again. Ubeye ne bia beka ho. Catch it.
Yo, where the mechia etiefo ni ahwefo nyina na nkan me nyankopon ne me bibia am teacher apostle Dr. Emeritus Ko Joseph echia kase nkoma na na kofuna echia nkoma mu nyina bebre na Revelations de se udi echira in fact oni amatu me koso na se wutie a na se practice a obi bia ko nanim na se wutie na so yebodwen se obetutu wona mo esi nnyoma ni bi a yebeka no bi ho a ebese sawo na daachi wanyira amen
na o ka amen efa be fo ho be
ewo ho o de echire beka ho
asa o be ye ni limit wa na wakosoro kakra ka ho bi ehu
obi a wo ya de na ho hu minta echire a enye ye agi se de ono odin eche ho eka ho ansa na de na wo ye na yiye
na I ask a very simple question obey ye ndie tia na tia na wako anim. I ask a very simple question.
The universe continuously expands. Tis so
na wo yire ka ho
yan
waje atum dia say na
te wo say woko anim
easy
everything is moving.
Okay, and then o ba be kasa about time traveling. Like I said, I learn spirituality, I practice spirituality, but time traveling is one thing na minjindi when it comes to spirituality. So when they say time traveling, how do you define time traveling?
Yo, what them da say? Didi kan ade a wo say oti ase ade na time. What is time? Ade na ye bre. Enti me cheche ebrem. Me cheche ebrem mu wi a na afi maba. Ade a eno na store sa nyoma no nyina. Na wetimi enya akade a ebetimi ama wasan kọ sa biaye na eno no na store sa other happiness na etwa ho ahia no. Na etimi ama okwan mu akọ baabi anase wa contact baabi. Etwa mu a wako anase de wo wani mu in the future wo ho me de apunu we yesi animi e be example sa apunu round yesi animi me wo be friend say galaxy ena we na esisu no ye be friend say the solar system ye ka say solar system a ewia we ya de bia de ani huni eno ene ne mama akumaku du etwa ne ho ahia mo frɛ bi say Mercury mo frɛ bi Venus, Earth, Jupiter, Saturn, hwan. Ano omunyina ye abusua. Sa abusua no from say solar system. Ahwehwade. Ne mani nyina kọ ewia no ho in an anti-clockwise order. Ye yasa si we disui. Ne de etwa eno no ho 365 days na asan kwa ba be si ba bia e sha si free ye. Osram eye 29 years. and 19 years. Saturn 30 years. Obia wone de. Na ye nyina ye kwa awia ne ho in an anti-clockwise order no. Awia no ene saa we mu amabobɔ din nyina ne mai solar system yi. Enso so kwa galaxy we hu saa hia in a clockwise order. Wahu we. Enu nti no se ekosa na esa ba besi nanan a 25,920 years. 25,920 years. Your friend say precession of the equinox. Precession of the equinox. Na galaxy kese na ye busua we edamu no. Eno so ya chichemu nkumankuma saa dumienu 12. 12 no. Each space bia na say each division bia no 2,160 years. Adunti the whole of our solar system. Ewiane ne ebusua we amabobodi nyina no. So mokwa no omukosi ba ko mu a it take 2,160 years and sana cross the next one. Sa akosi say 25,920 years no esi. Intino each division bia say solar system no cross here your friend say age. Inti each space bia age. Inti person me kire say in each age bia no you 2,160 years. Anunti say ka say age of Capricorn. And your age of Capricorn as in yen small zodiac sign now can say Oko Capricorn and age now the day be 21st December to 20th January. That is the plane of winter. And you want some the can no baby your solar system ni na duru ye wo bra na ye was our brain mu friend say age of Capricorn. And you know maybe we know our friend say the speed of light. Time simply is the speed of light. And when light moves, it vibrates everything around us. Adibia jiji, your friend enyejiye, nti ye wo enni enyejiye.
Sound.
Sa, ni wo enum, that is consonant and vowels. Enti no ye di akoniaba ye kɔ nyina no. Na afimaba. Eden na wo ho nti a baabi a ɛbɛfa ye no. Nyama esisi wo mu nyina no. Ɛwɔ he? Ayera. Ɛwɔ hɔ. Daakye wɔ hɔ. Anase daakye ni hɔ. Fine, see na tie. Seminsa we asase we etiso ya. There 4 invisible worlds. Obe friend say elemental planes. Esun 4 times bigger than yen asase we was we each. Bia esun 4 times chen ye dey was we. Entino sa anan me fa say yesa we ayi say ya. Ba ku etwa ho sei na abefa ha. Na ba ku susu firi sei na abefa mu ha. Ba ku firi sei na abefa ha. Na ba ku susu firi sei na abesi ha. So all these 4 invisible worlds, I friend say elemental planes we nyina no. Omo nyina hia e wo ye ha. Na mum say wiase America ho asemi. Ye wo ho atiasefo wo ho omotetete wo. Ye from say nature spirits. Ye ka say physical plane a. Physical plane enkyere de wudi wani hu na wo de unsa kanko. Eno ne friend say chemical plane. Chemicals has to do with water, air, fire and earth. But so wo konkrofo no science ni my friend say protoplasm. Your carbon, your hydrogen, your oxygen, and afi your nitrogen. Carbon has to do with earth. Nitrogen has to do with fire and as electricity. And afi oxygen ayem frama. And the to aso no wa wulim da. Into the say we say enan we ye wo yi. Obia won atmosphere say the city. Omo we ase a ayem frama no ye from say selves. Omo yem frama nko a. Omo baby anote wo elemental plane of earth you from gnomes nketinketi omo so omo ye note nko a omo gya no salamanders omo so omo de nko nti ena omo nsuo so you from say nymphs omo so omo de nko say wiase no eno no ka solid liquid and gas ye wa ha yi ho de ya ba benya 7 subplanes nti say wiase we e ka ye de ani huni hu ni nyina e wo osram anase moon no nase nti e be friend say the terrestrial sphere sublunar realm, the magnetic world, and it's a magnetic field. Any dia who do baby are different cultures. Edema. And who are doing if you say we are sending bahano. Obe friend say, prana, a be friend chi, a be friend, astra. You would who do baby will be a different. And to say we are now making once in your friends a 4th dimension, as in metaphysics. Sandy friend. The 4th dimension has to do with 4 different elemental planes that interpenetrate about 3 chemical planes and makes them work as it must be. Inti ade bia esi wo ye hu bia anything that is happening around us if you say we are we say no ni wa yenya weather conditions yenya hwe enti no wasase ne de hwe twa ne ho e wo saa ewiase nan we ntam twa ne ho nyina no wo de ne twa ne ho se no ekoto ewia na ewia na abesia akoda no afre no so okay ye hu se 24 hours ti 24 hours no ene one day na asan ababi no asan atro ene 2 days wo de ne twa ne ho no ena wo de kenkan ennan saa no na mum no when you are above our solar system and I say you are above the earth only one day only 2 days because who experience it in twa ne ho nyina no na mum ye agina so ne de ewia ne sɔre na ekokoda na osram so sɔre ne di adane besen koda no ene kan me da ase ene ye say friend say time na mum sa ewia se na ye de twa ne ho na nioma esi wo ha nyina no sa ewia se ne ntam de do everything has nothing to do with ene oh ochina everything is stored over there. The future and the past are one. Nemo omuni ade achi a eho na ade anchi eho ade ansa yenya hai ena ade achi ena ade esa esan se ewia ne besen koda ba bi foforo a aya one side of the globe ena efesi na ba bia etuntum eba na ese ba bi di ha na kane aba ha na esum so akoto ho ena momo de kan 24 hours ni se na ba ema ne ba ye ewia no ene asase no ebonsa ho every 4 minutes so we and it was 360 degrees circle into the whole of our zodiac circle ni na 360 degrees into some 4 minutes movement and I say motion no 4 times the 360 and I say 4 multiplied by the 360 we have 1440 into 1440 and it was 60 minutes within an hour it is how we divide this 1440 no by 60 minutes now we have 24 hours a day. And the can yet the it has nothing to do with tomorrow, Debbie. Tomorrow never comes.
Dr. Kwesi, I understand what you are saying. The reason tia ebinumuna omo worshiping volcano no ana is Muslims no omo day no start when the sun is down. Hebrews no and ebinum so to say Christopher no so omo day ni start when the sun is up. So I understand this. But me pese me bisa say Wankasa, what time traveled?
Oh, so many times on consecutive occasions.
What time traveled?
Yeah.
Really?
Then mum say, "Oh, person West Plain idea we move biati I said yeah. I just say you have 2 types of forces: centripetal force and centrifugal force. And no, any idea when you are traveling to the past, you each of these forces in the future, and also one idea.
Doctor, I'm not talking about astral projection. I'm not talking about lucid dreams. I'm talking about time travel. Yeah. What travel that?
Yeah,
so
travel.
In which century and now we travel here?
1200 BC. Well, during the period of Moses. And 2300 BC during the period of Hermes Trismegistus to experience what really happened over there. To learn. Yan can't say Hano better than Hakota classroom name. A for apple, B for banana. No. Yamma yan honhom enu nti yemu a enu no maye saa akwanya no ema etumi tu kwan ekosa abre no ene ye won fidie a mo friend say time machine enu no nya obi a na wo bi omoye e wo baby a be friend say the Pleiades star system within one of the regions of the constellation Taurus ena omoye ena omode akwa hye holy places Vatican ebi wo ho Temple of Abydos Egypt ebi wo ho Mayan pyramid ebi wo ho ne other places am friends say holy places nyina no ebi wo ho enti ano no it convert your physical atoms into etheric atoms na aswaw na a project wa ko bebi a be friend say fourth dimension no onhunam we bi ni ho na mum no say machine sesan e de watu kwan afa bremu di a bebi a meka say eye saa bia e we friend say fourth dimension no wo projected de ko ho a na fi wakwa ko hu a particular place a pese wo ko ya settings our time machine nyina ho a opese year porting opese wo no wako that has to do with some machine no a transform physical atoms and say chemical atoms we into a subatomic particle and say subatomic particles now amount ability no am way to me travel through the fourth dimension. So
you said you traveled to
2300 BC and 1200 BC.
What makes you think say it was not a dream? But you traveled. You think it's time travel. What makes you think? What makes you think it was not a dream?
Yo, didn't you say any? You would dream. Dream no. So what dana sa o sorry fi nipadua no mu a eno no eye astral body na sorry into your astral body goes into the astral plane na akwa ne nam ho na ade a wonhunu wo ho no sending information through your silver cord e dia brewu itri body odam paso na onu kita third eye into the way e wo ho no o stream live Facebook e dia ma de odam pa no so no we hunu de ekoso wo ho and your dream and your astral projection astral projection no o da ho no wa sorry pa mo hu say me na me da kwi you are totally aware of your environment say eno no baby am ko mi ntumi nko agi mi wo bi ono no ka me ho a ode me ko into eno no wo ko a unim say I have separated, I have left a particular body over there but just say o silver cord nenti into eno no wo ko no unim baby an wo ko but ho no eye dim how do you daylight honey dim.
Doctor, I have told you, sir, my practice is spirituality over 22 years. This topic is a huge topic for me. When you talk about astral projection, meaning that is when you go, the reason most spiritual people don't want to sleep with their wives and all that. That is when you go and sometimes time in the child, you are foaming, you are, I mean, I don't know, be bowa, you're so, yes, that's when, you're so run faster, one chakra, you can go off and all that. So I know that thing. I am asking you, what makes you think it was not a dream, but it was a time travel?
Time travel, no. You don't go only with the astral form. But what did you show me now? Nina na eko nti uda ho no your dead body na uda ho. But just a silver cord no empty.
This is my problem. This is my problem. So you are saying you didn't time travel with your body? Because this is where my problem is.
Because you the fidie ana afi you the one kasa so ukọ.
So when I say time travel no so you were different. So you were the body ko.
And you were the machine and transform physical atoms no machine dey ukọ.
Explain. So how old were you by then? No,
Maame Grace.
No, I have told you, this is one topic I have problem with when it comes to spirituality. So I want you to educate me. You traveled to that time. How old were you there? And when you came back, how old were you?
Okay. You can say time traveler. Your timeline be over. Now young wo, now we know. Every crow obet travel to say be 2000, in say be 1974. 1974 near one wa oh and yes ya wo sa timeline mu na kire so betimi contact and I say want to contact there be na mom no afia young wo mu no you have the ability to go back even in 1973 akofa ade free ho and I say okopa information di free ho e de ba.
Is that not Astra?
Dabi.
Time travel, I know they vanish with their body. They go there maybe 70-80 years over there and they came back. They come back with the same age, so 24 years, no time travel, yeah.
I don't know your machine.
So explain the two for me to understand.
Difference woman say, machine you know, who the physical way the back up with your machine no, it is a spaceship. Sources. Ekita the power to anti-gravity propulsion. It me done in home eco electric, it me done in home physical. I don't know to me so moving through the fourth dimension. Now Edwako. Any of these timelines into what woman as a sound so unquam friend say physical atoms no I do call electric wow now alcohol now dear person no and your future so no so machine no person do future now the moving one that is a spaceship and become once in here and uncle and now physics your machine and nisi faku but a channel wants to sound way you know I'm a do call sanko copy hobby say but you said the minority here no physical. Disintegrated physical atoms, any electric, then it gathers you over there in the future and I say in the past. To say the original here, na do akwa kujina ho. Na no, obetima kwa kofa ade we si table yi. Uwi a, wo machine no bi bia bobo ho a, time da ho say e wo so ye de ntem na oba. Time pa ho a waka. Enti no 3 2 1 wa begina baby o sha free no pa. One cycle electric through the fourth dimension. Now, baby, I wish I say free. A machine or baby, you come back to stand.
So, which one did you?
Near bodily. Well,
but you didn't vanish with your body. Only your cord was between your body and your etheric body. Okay, so, what was the basis of your travel?
Yo, I say, because you are there. Additional, Encrophobia baba dane history. History is being manipulated. And you know, if you want truth, you have to experience the reality yourself. And say obi and the bekachi or the okai and say wumu say any mum. They be amtaka we say to become the master of the art. You 20% reading. Reading only gives you idea. And your 20% physical experience. And your 60% of spiritual experience. And you know, reading it, you're better ready. Your magical books, your incantations, invocations, fine. I know the amount of idea. But the air cannot say yampa. Say yampa. I just say one kasa would do when you gani koko and who said I didn't sit here. Tina na no ubi say ubi bisa say me upen na. Enti no obekan ade no ewo ho fato nchen. Na mom na kasa wan kasa no obeko ani ade na ko bu mpuni hu say. Okay. Okay, Maame Grace. Okay, not long ago. Okay, obi di sika ujane yo. Okay. Odi sika share ne sa no. Odi ujane. Ntama confusion aba. Nti ba ko no so wahi. Ntama ba ko no so ko. Say the weekend you are aware. Enti no we no enye vision. Any premonition or a precognition have a future actually, but sometimes you have to travel into the past to experience what was really there. Now mobi can some na won say ye de uko bosom woni asi isika yira na isika na yira no ye pese hu nipa kro of ya bosom na ye ka ho asem no or ye nature spirit or any of these four elemental planes and you are contacting no e ho no the past and the future are one. Into the way ye no o past na wo susu say atwam no e dan nim te say krata. Enti de we ye no entwa mu nti ho no ye duru ha sika ne se wo fa aye se nyam na wo fa aye se okofa papa na yire se wan kofa papa na yire eno no ye behu wo ha omo no they don't know any past the future and the present and the past ina aye one they see all at once sana hotie.
You are watching Revelations with Maame Grace and Dr. Kwesi. Makacha, me myself personally, I have a lot of experiences. This is a difficult topic for me, so maybe some way nti wo travel no na based on physics or mathematics, and what was your equation ben now you see?
Oh, say we use equation there. I don't know na obi na ada o ye wo honhomsem adomankomasem e wo ho ye obi ho oye bayifo onko school da ono ni equation bia but they travel when makolabi 14-year-old boy champion, but what do not na class one so be say what is abia potential energy oni madukro you see and you know the equation between anima on only some equation no any alphabet ni we nyina no enye breso ye betimi communicate wo bra ye da ye no and ye dia beto ye say yen hunu kwan be fa so ye be create language na yate ye ho ase first of all no they communicated telepathically. Na telepathic communication no in a form of geometry and as a geometric forms. Nemum no, the same mathematical equation ya onipa na tenase say ye ka ye humbum yem person bu bi mfam ade we ya be matchi na wo ne me ye bete ye ho ase na ma sa equations alphabet and numbers we nyina be de da ho when we dem person me kire in order for us to understand the vibrations behind our unseen world.
So are you saying your traveling doesn't have your time traveling doesn't have anything to do with physics, mathematics, and any equations?
Ade na ngasa no ye kase physics no anu ye wo physical aspect na wo kan ho asem ye wo metaphysics beyond physics. So and to be based the be on physics he is based on the chemical laws of the universe. No, not the metaphysical aspect of life like the 7 hermetic laws, the Kybalion. Ye kase Kybalion na Kybalion has to do with the fundamental principles governing our universe from the subatomic to the atomic level. And he said, okay, sir, yeah, formula need the for only the laws of physics. The Albert Einstein, which shared it too. But on Mankasano, time machines near the year, to travel back into time. Ekofa idea wo now omoba ebeshishe. Some of them to travel into the future to see certain things and came into the present to prepare themselves for it. Then papa only use equation bia ne de say me koda mada me sorry me nim say okay me ko 2049 in the future and I say bia 2092 no car na wo say oye edisi ho sound there I say aeroplane car no in the future they are brofuna plan say beye na beye si ho e na face so na de na omo hye na I say de yetototo robot no and so 50 years bro for now imagine some 50 years obey no ma be I just to me travel into the future mathematical equation be any enwu hia nti ono be kan kire say me call them aba to so record dem
Now, so, this is where I have a little problem. It's like we are mixing astral projection, lucid dreams, and all these things as time travel. What do you think?
Different.
Different. So you've time traveled before. Yeah. Do you have any distinctive souvenir or evidence to prove that you've gone here? Because I am one person. Anything I may be, I want evidence, and when I come, I want to write things down, and they will happen. So do you have any distinctive souvenir or any evidence to prove that you've time traveled?
Yeah, in one of my discoveries, my inventing Yama, in the Temple of Ramses II, Temple of Ramses II, actually some of the astrological arrangement, planetary arrangement, and at the Oman fan Kahua in the future, I was a Babakahu, and we are the for ever govern Nippon life according to the natural law. And to Ubama, Matuma Kwakofa, Adia, your friend say. Identity science and a shadow identity science are since 5500 BC. It has never existed in astrology. International say I have my own system of astrology. My own system of planetary arrangement. I the codes.
You are watching Revelations. Okay, so now explain to us how you time traveled. Give us the process.
Well, I know just a minute.
No, it's not all. No, it's media. You know,
yeah.
But this is something that I think I have a problem, and I know and I believe a lot of people are having problems with. Don't give us ditto.
Okay.
But at least always there is surface beer you can give out. So explain. Saying our time travel here.
I don't know. You was someone yeka. Also
Dr. Kwesi, I know say asama woka. I know say bi wo ho no ma wo de onan echi no e na besi form. Meaning say bi wo ade bibi be so risk. But don't give us all these things. I want you to give us the surface and your own experience and my a bit of
it. Oda iya. So enti say oda iya na on down change mu da bi da iya supine position. Now we when me face see what tente wonam kama enfam bo ho te saje yadeda wa yabidi wa kwose fom no dabi wa bie wonam kakra abie wonsam kakra na afi asem na opesa wo kan di kanka enti eno no meka achi later wo ka na afi wo de wadwene na obi bia akwa homie no so se ade no wo mu deda enti no you have the ability to willingly project any soul world you like and to affect situations and the way people think around you. Enti no sa wo da ho a wo de wadwene be ko wa homie no so ene de ahomie no de wo yifi mu a enye yie enti wo de wadwene ko ahomie no so a ebeduru baabi no ebeye se wo da but na enye na wo be receive shock e wo ni pedum te se de se obi wu na se ye de sade yo kan mo friend sen ye de bo ni pedum wo be receive shock sa shock no ebi through the other friend say sleep paralysis muntum na achechire wo I didn't catch it. People who say, say, different sounds are enya hadie ni bi. Na eba was de pa at the same time so. Oba who say, obetimi kwa who say, adibi aba be gina wo so. Na che oba be kono no. But no. Oh my say when suro enko ade a. Na so wan pre ho na obi anyane wo nko ade a, nko atu dem na kwashim na ye. Ti wo da ho nyina no. Ade ni sha say shock na eba pe. Oba who say at the moment upie fa ase, obodi na ase, umpie mfa soro. Te said the other one said the mutual movie no other one about nipi dabi upie fasi pass down.
Doctor, this is lucid dream.
Dabi. Lucid dream no to me find invention. Lucid dream is say you are aware in the dream that you are dreaming.
Yes, because you plan for it and you decide what you want to see or where you want to go.
I don't know what could die anymore when you are so but astral projection you know. What do we etheric body? The other woman in Nana, what do you cool?
That's what you are describing. I want time travel, you know.
Well, remember? Etheric body, astral body, mental body, your ego, your divine life, and then human spirit in Nano. What need Nano? Free the Pedian Marco. Baby, I hope I say, and I make you two forces. Your life etheric substance, your chemical etheric substance, your light etheric substance, and your reflective etheric substance. Light ether. Any reflective ether no eye de no ahode no ehia se finfini e de kwa abontin obe friend say centrifugal force and that gives you the ability to travel into the future and yewo centripetal and no free outside air back in the middle finfini na no a life etheric substance and chemical etheric substance It is all person say woko pastor. What the one the neighbor now be free say chuno. We won't say you are moving through a tunnel. Tunnel, no? A dark tunnel.
Yes.
The dark tunnel means you are traveling into the past. You're pulling. It is not pushing. It is pulling. One way.
I know. Sometimes it's like you are going with speed, and then it's like
but I see.
And then you can't come back until the time is due. And I know these people do this with their entire physical body.
So what the machine there? Machine there. When the machine me nkɔhye mu da me catch so nkɔhye machine mu da pa dia na me bo machine nkɔhye mu da na sa machine so me fa bani nkɔhu bi da wa hu yi na mum no we die so wo kɔ na obo say the thing will be pulling you your idea friend say dark matter na your dark energy dark matter no obo friend say the yin energy na your ba even in the middle of our black hole one black hole no it is pulling obo friend say gravity light ether and chemical ether no when you are traveling into the past it pulls you, it doesn't push you. But when you are traveling into the future, the light ether and reflective ether will push you into no kwa. Obe hunu say, adeni hinu sa I said o fin na afei spiral form and as a spiral motion na we move na den air tre.
I really feel you are describing astral projection. What is the difference between astral projection and time traveling?
Astral projection, you know, etheric body ni nkobi.
Yes.
Only the astral form will go. It know that. What the whole and about so experience at the end, but who's to me information they way.
But it's the same process you go through.
They be different. But when no information you find more be there would be information and can share now be friend astral.
And your body.
No way ja we if no not on
so astral projection, you know I know a bit. You know. So astral projection, I know that time traveling, they come the body in our we see and yes, a woman 2 times. So if somebody is watching us right now, describe astral projection in your own sleeping.
Yo.
And then now I describe it time travel. So distance, any minutes, any time a womb, any dangers are a womb.
Astral projection, remember so first. Because astral projection, it is when the astral form consciously moves out of the etheric and the physical body and goes with the mental body, the ego, the divine life, and human spirit. And how they call. Then no, so kwa. And you baby na wo betimi akọ. I just say baby kan ho ade na wo de wo bekọ. Na de na de wo bekọ no. O travel through 7 gates. 7 gates no. It depends on mpempenso a wodru na a kire gate dodo a betimi across.
Your vibrations determines.
Me da see. Enti no se wo kwa ade bi na be so wonsa na de wako de mo ankasa untumi mfa wo pese ma sorry menim se ba ko ne da wo home de but ko na me economy na me de mepe untumi mfa wo
obi kra betimi achewa to baby. That's not what we want to talk.
Border wan so kra be hye enti no age se baby kan ho na de kan ho no de yare no eso chen wo na e de wako
anu na de vision no ni mission ni nyina anam.
But see enti one o kwa e de na wo kwa ye wo ho ye wo astral sphere e de ye wo astral plane and ye wo astral realm difference room sphere ne de ye wo astral spheres mako 7 ye wo astral sphere of the moon first gate second gate astral sphere of Mercury ye wo astral sphere of Venus astral sphere of the sun third gate astral sphere of Mars fourth gate astral sphere of Jupiter ufi no wako Saturn and the last ufi once na wako baby a boyfriend say the Ouroboros or waka kraka na with solar system no we ha anu ti no se ade no kura unsem na edo kwa ehin fa party e wo astral sphere ho na opese woko ho na woko no botai party ben na kwakwa wo
so they carry the vision and the mission. That's what I say.
Enti no anu no ade bi na be so unsa na ade no e de wako cross first gate your guardian of the gate first gate your guardian of the second gate guardian of the third gate ade no na enim no na amade no kwa eduru ho a okura no nkasa eduru ho na ade na nkasa ma kwan no wewrem ho so okay me ko second gate and the second astral sphere which is the plane of Mercury wura ho a unu so okay aha na me ko baby ankrofo bi entie omunu nkuro omo yakọ watomo nkasa na omodan yo mosisi no I say mosque ahono they have magical altars magical books and magical temples wo a obekwa ade potin a okwa bisa obo ho no eno de wa but omo ho no kro ne nso but omo ho ko nyina no eye plain be fence prairie edem eye esre na edem saa de kwa chichichi omo yanketin obi ani ho so omo yanketin ti ho na me ko anase baby a me ko anase
me ko do mo friend say tagita fo no ho ana what
enko na dosun
I know
nti he fa na woko nti ade na be so nsade wa cross no o se saa de no enu wa anim chen wa nu duru ho a ye be ma okwan se mo mesi na mo nko na uwi a ade na saa no aba so projection
so the time travel no e ho na me confuse
no bibi en so wonsan ane wo nko na mum no unja hwe so ompa no so age se we nko eno no kwa bibi anka ho na mum no
how many days na utumi di wo ho
days ne de untumi nkodi be say 1 week e wo ho
that's why I'm saying
time
it's not time travel
beba time I want is different for example you call certain certain timeline is different
the speed
oh hano 365 days any bibia na mo de kan mo de into her timeline is different from the timeline of serious star system different from the timeline of Aldebaran star system and you know a hot time no different from her tibu ho obeko obedi be say bia 4 days obehu say 4 days but obeba no because na 3 hours pe na wudi ye different
okay apart from say oko na omako educate you know most of the times that's how it is like omoko kire wunyama ne ade any ebia issue bia esi na aya asema obi aye confused about no they take you there to tell you blah 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 apart from that no a then importance in the womb say obi better time
travel for so ba kwa wo ni say e ma wo hu de wo wanim me future no kra hia me chen past because je ewo animu a eba no wo ankasa obota ya ode ba no nim e na ade na wo kwa akoye no eye wo obota so ade ene emra ye wo mu no age no obota ye ne se na wakwa akọ akofa ade potin a wo pese akofa free ho na wo de aba enti no ko ho a okay se me no se me nye obi am ye technology me nye technologist na mum no me de ani se me ye de na no me ka kire wono me
o ga je wan
enti okwa unim so okay baby am dream me ko baby to say bia what is the future of US bia US in the next 30 years in the US enti wo ko no okwa wunyi wan fa we ya wan hye machine wuntumi fa we konkosi ho and nam rough to say dia ha na mum na no you just be hovering in the air in the fourth dimension gazing whatever thing that is going on no into the etheric plane of say areas na wo ho no baby it has interpenetrated everywhere ti baby pot on person okosie no oh okay ebi am person kokko the temple of the Ophite ebi the door to the sanctuary the black pillar and the light pillar jachin the black pillar was into me room no akọ hwe nti no otita manhwia wo ye rough o ma ben enye baby no magic to me adwuma wo ho baby wo ye rough ye be chew so baka o da hanu we ni akoma so akusiu nti no okay me kwa ko read ade na ya twere woni mu ade na me kwa ko read wo no ede na ya twere wo temple nanim ho ede na ya twere wo ho but ya twere no ya twere ni Greek ebi ya twere ni Roman ebi ya mix enye English nti ade na wo kwa kan no ede an se wo ko bibi ti se nye time travel na ye astral projection na wo ko bibi ti se ebia the giant fortress won baby a other philosophers ni we akọ kan books ha ade na ko kan ye ntro no brofo nti ade na ko kan obe na gise bi ntam ka se gise bi kan ho na kire anya sa
na make us omo no kita vision ni mission no
nti wo ko ho a sa bere we me pese me ya de ade na me hu se baby bu nkrofo gitwa nkrofo na nkrofo titi ho chemu assassin baby wo apapai no say okay 2039 ena me wa 2039 die ewu mu ni na nipa ni nyina wa hi ka nipa kakra bi now why until why ne de untumi ko bi so bi wo because you are not asking anybody, you are hovering in the fourth dimension, you have to come back tell no ba why no na fi o baby sa de wo adwene mu no de wo mu na ne okasa no wo baby sa no say ade na ko hu ye no ase ne na ka kire o say 2039 die wo ho ni within the next 7 years the sabre ya ko see the next 7 years die be sini ebia ekom na eba wo ebia wo boxing na eba wo ebia ball na eba wo no oba ene de na meye okay ma mmeke bi nkyere minua na mwe so bitia okache no ti afan wanti afan but wo ba be ya hoboa e de ehia na duru ho a wo so ho anko anko kyereo So that's the importance of time travel. Who they are now? Obaha, ebe prepare. Bisa say, the next 50 years, at the forefront of the baby we are see, ewo wo no what do much dey ma wo ho. Inti say technology 50 years dey beba no, unim dey wo ho. Inti say invention forefront dey beba no, why na dey beba? Dey bia brofo no mafa dey na taw mani ase na mfamra. Anasa wo so dey ma wo ba ye no, 50 years time we betimi at the forefront bia ba ya bo odi anka say, osumesi ebreso we no tumi ye. You bu ho nim say we, oko future utumu say, akwa we odi na mo future na ho nature papa yi. Or a great person. In two bars, I call a great people because 50 years in the future, why ye are the cassia, amani din aka, why cars, why we are amani din aka, or ye greater to say, ye fancy from cry and two bar. Can you say, Abrantie, you don't want it. Ye kakra, and ya basa, a BBB, Yankojisica drew, a faculty quite to bossy, but own country say, hey, Unia. Because I say, well, Basso, Marco to any mat, Jai. Debbie, we are what's your Tianka?
I know the Yanka. You are watching Revelations. We are discussing time traveling, but like I said, medium no problem with this particular thing. But what them say almost 2 types, and until I'm a bit sober because time traveling now, no. Move some friends saying. Emre akwantu
ya
minim say omo ko ebi ko di 2 years with their body omo ko ono mo 76 years omo ba ye no omo da so aye omo 24 years no ba say wa kire mu say ebi wo hono ma timi ko 1 week na wa ba ene ade no ho asem ene ye ka na ma mi bisa we edenti na say obi a time travel. That is 1. 2 what time travel ye no ede e ben na wo hu wo ho na mboa ben na betimi de aboa yen ayete he.
And for so dear, what time travel with the baby, but maybe me and Sasso. Dear Dickine, a boy may young humboa, Edishia dear a war darting. A humboano, a young one corner or baby young humboano. Nemum a humboa, or baby tietia, or more emre with this timeline. And now so, say Yanka humbum, young for dear we see in this near. Say the idea we see in this near year, a bad boy sees, but one can't say. We travel to future and come say we will continue in Amomra. Debbie, even though we say that you are out of your mind, you are a good material for the mental asylum. Interno, oh, Unia, young wire home. Na yen to me enya fu, ye fua, a bad boy, am a yato, na de bianis, Capaton can't say, a come bantino, see a ya, it be share come no coin. Abacas wiping Yajuma, and two catches cabebemwa, or better no account. Sometimes this is all kind of create any pacro. Sometimes you must lie to make something come true. Well, and yes, I throw a near crowd. No, you only advantage you ho. Only come never, and then I didn't come never say, who I can't not be Yajuma, Debbie. Into your person what we're again Yajumantino. Oh, boss Casqua, you be a BDHD. Say no, I catch them for I say Utanapistim, or catch them for I say Unianum. Young ship, na ship never, get the biggest cable load with the aqua and can. But took us in so better. Watching Yajuma. If you are the Bonfitia said, the Ben and Suato, Akata baby, see destruction of Atlantis. Into watching Yajuma, and to be a wow. So I'm
taking this advantage to ask this question, but you will still come back to Adia Uwa, Ubet Media Boa, Ukrono, Mamin Bisa way, Sadia, what can't say no what, Etimika say, Mumbran be able to in a dating, a discabeba, like in Yamani be what, and Yenny Nana. You have to lie about it. Maybe now a little scenario. No watch them me said yeah how a nipa no owns she inputino. For example, ebia obi me time travel no me share that gym too me I won't use it. But ebia obi astra project. Okay? Wako back. Ako mu say religion na wahano the same thing. Like it started from volcano. It started from volcano, eba moon sin worship. And aba antianwana ya polishia na abeye Christianity ne Islamic. It all has something to do with light. So you see obi hwehwe lighter. Eye nyame ene nipa ne hwehwe eye light. Eja ana prana na whatever you call it. Na eja bia nso ewo ho no ma wo frɛ ni nyame nti a wo hwehwe no. Eno na eti nipa mu. Nti se wentimi anya wonyonko nipa a waku nyame because oninimu na ejate. Se wo komu saade we say a starting feel like I said volcano worship na ya polishing wa be the same thing. Na obi ye but obi adwene ne say oye bibi different. a thing like this, how do you communicate? How do you lie about it? How do you massage it to communicate?
You cannot lie about the past. It has already happened. But the future has not been yet experienced by many. See that here. Sun and moon worship. And one said, okay, ya polishing our bedroom. Say, no, say, Muslims be fasting. Or more train. Moon, new moon, answer, I shall see. A better question, so I know to see a train said the next one, so next new moon, beba, and Sunday, DSC. And don't tea. So, oh, can't some change, Papa, back your been a can or back your so. Watching Yajuma, one and unknown small bosom with your Usumi, or your one, your policy, you one, dear bro. But okay, and yadia, or befa. One way, into experience in the past. Oh, solar worship, the moon worship, sorceress, they give more importance. And also they emphasize more on the dark side of life, the moon, than the sun. Okay, you solar worship, oh, okay, Order of the Night Templar, based on solar worship. Into solar worship, no, based on no. Omo de ne say, ombetra ho no, omo di kan atwotworo nwumahu ma bi did the code atoto to so, but I catch us at the same time, then ya bosumsum, but we no, so would you omo de ne chi abeboa opa, but no refi say, e yo omo de na na adane ni dia brewo. Oka, anya de obeti ase, for example, yanko ha na mayanko ho. For example, so we be to say, nko ancient tarot. Se oko tarot mu a, tarot no, your other friend said the magician. And who is this magician? And the number one, Papa B, or shatter the cocoa, and a fitter womb finfini. And all the about trabunity. And an insabenkum, okitaba, baton. Baton, we pay Jacosro, and not in Senifa, Achira form. Na pempemno, in shooting every free war, in shooting Makuma could do. Na the son of the Achira form no, and in shooting Makuma son if free ho. We are no free war, a punubi synonym, a prono, Kuru Baku synonym, second Baku than the name, Dia Baku daso. Oh, Baku daso, and Alfie, the other friend is a peswa and as a coin. Ah, ya draw 5-pointed star, I was so pentagram, I was so. Dear we are saying, Papa no one, a friend said Hermes Trismegistus, a friend said the magician. Nesana or the Achilles Rono, age now, I'm at the 10th Sephiroth of the Hebrew. At the same time, Oba Bible Numa, Yabaka chose a ransom and after the 10 plagues of Egypt. Because the church that particular card will direct you to another card. Actually the negative side of the same 10. I am at the NC. Oh, the son of the Acha from no, in Shre Makumakun son of free ho. When you add the below and you add the above, about 17. 17 gives you the number of hope. Ma maybe no wonder quatrequa, the new Funinaguso, and the 95 essentium. Na ne kotoje esi asase so okitakuru wa mienu baako nhwewom ehwegu nhwe no mu baako nhwewom ohwegu asase no so na ade no gu fam no nhwe no mu apai makomako num ne kiripe anoma agina ho agina dua bi so dua no nhwere bi ani so na hunu so nyina apa so hunu we ya
dry branches
me da se eti no ade na hunu saa no ya bese akira wo se hwe tete no ye na no mfa ne ma ne bi adi akira wo. But at the same time, omo ade na omo san astalin dia bra wo no asan so ka kire wo se wo saa bra no na eye abosomsom ento mo yankwasiafo omo nim nyansa na mo de hwe adesumoje bi ahwe agwa ma ho insuro na wote so yi ebetinya mo akọ anim ama onya kwan wo soro an mem na ore fi se ade no ana ya dane ani ana ya kata so na ade dada de na ya ba kire wo ha why na on bezi wo moon no so without the moon if you cannot be here
aduane pa onya bi ni
me da say without Venus Bibian Fifa was a cinema. Oba ye, we say okay, one cow past life. I don't cow past life. Because we will not say oba in between the zodiac sign of Cancer and Leo. From 11th of July up to 30th of July. Cup busy ho. You're from the cup of intoxication. Udru wa enamo ye mo di kan no mpe no refi de obey nyinara. No aba. And so onim die ntia, mine no akana card. Sa 11th to 20th July. It was from 21st July to 30th July. No, you the plane of confusion. Nipenum ekiten wiya ne yekum. The entire Saturn and daho. Now after so the third decade of Cancer, 11th of July to 20th July. The entire obi hunu say obi ye ma no kuruwa mako nine nso we yi nani o se onji ne bu afu nani nso ade no ye friend apathy. Why? And so beka kire o say e ya bosumsum. At the same time besa ka kire o say na Solomon e wo kuruwa bi sa kuruwa no na hwan
you are watching Revelations and my name is Maame Grace. Doctor, you know me a bit and you know how I cherish my country, Ghana. Africa can ho ba Ghana na my first priority. And na unim said the Ghana da makoma so. All these things, you and I know how this thing is going. Is there any conference I bet me gather people I won't like you na yetimia aye bibi a communicate because once asama wo kan you still couldn't tell say ade we yen communicating say because of the level of encophobia parking encophobia ko dru baby and then ye betimi pa aye me pet 3 vital solutions and ye betimi agada ye ho etimi akohu a particular people bi na yetimi bi anipa 20 a omo ehu ni eba no be a can experience ye betimi anya audience bi wo baby e dem pa na ofo say ye betimi aye aboa ye man Ghana titiri
just ye gada sankrofo no through a dear friends seminars and as a school and a tosu bienu na de tosu biensa say o propagate word na truth say revelation ya ye ti ye kan no na omu chinchini we don kan so Paul omu chinchini ko amama msi say de otifa ko bi ahwe at the same time sisi mu asesa enti platform we 1 2 organization of seminars 3 and office so school in particular omo ye crowd do no so ye crowd but they don't know how na ono so ye crowd so obesua de nemum no onkopre say the main rule hono me kopre akwakonya.
This one you are teaching about how to impact into people. Me nka say we you learn it because you can't learn this. I'm talking about you know say there are things some people can do.
Yeah.
You know. Niamani bi wo ha ebi mu draw nyama I mean you know.
Yeah.
Me pe solution no. Me pesa ye impact and I teaching crofo for now. We be teaching crofo for now, but the solution. Do you think
say you better na dey share the ABC ni kwan na?
Bibi like yen to me twaso eno de because we cannot change the timeline, but we can reduce the gravity. Say 100%, we can reduce it to 60% or 40%, and you know.
Maame Grace.
How do we do this?
The only solution is say, you be fuo.
Say no dey ye ka.
So,
no dey ye ka.
Apart from no, to me be anywhere once I see so, I can say abasakro na ba kwa betre mu no ho obetimi agina die wedi da. Eno de he, ye tue mutan opa, ye nkum ye nyina ho ye fa ho ba afode. Den kan nipa ba ko pentena ha, enye ye nne. Enye chira solution aka maka chiro de dada na de eba ne de obi na obetimi agina no so we musician no so we president we minister e den na wo abrafo kra de mika ba be se aduane e na wo ha enti wo bibia the only solution ene say wo be parking aduane sisi wo na ma no hia gare a de wo ho no na wa to ni ve na wa hyase di sie oni gare boto ne 500 200 ni ade ankrofo to de bi se na na yo no kan kire the only solution is about gade aduane because the eba
and for how long can you that's what I'm saying say when we asem ya ye kan metimi aka say so wo de Ghana fo nyina eto ho a omo gade aduane omo a sebe e kasa ni bi ya communicate ebi nu I started preaching about farming since January enti ebi mu ate na omo gada
yeah
but sebe omo nimu no omo betimi akompanimfuo bi ho ama omo etimi ama farming na ye attractive because seriously nkrofo bi fi omo man so aba ha omo yam farms pineapple gari
Maame Grace
omo enwu ba ya yete ha ye be den ye be communicate this assembly.
You can communicate in so many ways. Okay. Be na meka so bi ka se nsu beto ama na yiri ama ya ka se na dwen ye adwuma yen ya ban no agriculture no omoni anye ho ena omo ye kra na ye na ye no ye the chemicals na egugu ase nkokɔ wa hanso ye kra nkokɔ fi abontin nya tremen so container mu ama na ba na ware na wo wie ye den na be ye wo aban na ni anye ho enti etwa TV so a government is planting 100,000 of pineapple no enti it will benefit the country in so still obi ase na obre ta pineapple no be 10,000 acres na ye den intade no obi atagati ade ne se minyanya pe eye mikotokom na eko ene sese so ye de ahye obi atirimu se agrek no wo ya eye asotwen eye punishment nyame amawu yie enti na ko ka kire ne se e komba enti no omwa ne hunsie na onye bibi saa sese no efo na obeya mra aka ni sa but wo de empa wo de fashion from but mra aka ni sa na mum so di sheni trim kura na sese no obeka se wadwene nya adwuma se ne so fo anka nkire na obeka se wo a wo ka no already dey we discuss yi yesi na nanu suma abosum tie na nanu na one ena yi na suma abosum ne ntino bibi koso wadwene men kam be rasta wo but the making unya rasta be say kan akwa no aso atwe bi no abetena ha nti meyi miti fine na me de ho ba ba kire wo
say dia wo betie
onfa nti communication dey obetumi communicate in so many ways but Maame Grace no kra me so say anya de omobefa sisi aban de na ye be ye wo ho nti no yenim say in the age of Taurus after 3101 BC and na no nim say in the next 6480 years e come beba nti no omo de agriculture etete ye nti Mayan civilization omo fa agriculture in the agro Egyptians omo fa agriculture in the agro ye ya e ba bedru ye so yi ho won kan kesi enkofo no so ya de atu etrima se efuo ye no punishment nti se no ehu hia obia na so so na pa odidi ni refi say office work na opa akotra no obekọ lunch no enya boba na yewe na mum ne aduane ne yedi
asem ya
ya na wo bedi
say de be yepo ani pempo betie ni asem
bebre wo hom so we want to be awake banka so you have to be able to produce your own water, your own food, even to the extent of the oxygen that you breathe in. Bibi akwa radiations. Okay.
Yamre no ayebi but Dr. Kwesi question bi anan kan pese mi bisa no mentumi bisa because your time no ayebi but you and I know that spiritually there are some gatekeepers in the country yentumi mbubo omu nyina omudin o papa me Kojosafo apostle okahu bi minim say unim others they are gatekeepers ekrom ha wo ka asem kran tumi mbo obi adin wo betimi ade advice no egu wo say omo voye because there are people omo kasa obi enko farming na obi abeko and they can support people to go into farming they are usro say obebo ni din no obetumi abo ni din na the advice na ko ho usro so ade o discuss o describe baby enipa ne wa na wa ka say wunim ho because at the end of the day do na do obi enim no now the advice na egu mu ho so omo kangu krofo na sum na they should get it because yen ye what advantage than all the African countries in Ghana what advantage
yeah yankwa na betime produce aduane ama because we no enye Ghana pegu no aka say wo happy na ye kan so se yanka say kreska wo ho na to skanu e wo ho unya aduane mfa ntotom apostle Safu efi ase eka agriculture ho asem no nye nne nso bia hu say oh so for wakoda nrem oh papa we de ono no wanko no school ko kra nru anim we kra no oh de otumi ya ani ntina oh ye fo ntini yenya kra sini ha de beba no anyumtufo na moto nyum na mu ye dede he na mu no ye udi line mu no kita chance de de wafo atotoma ye na wo besre aduane afa ne be se wo show na obekọ akobo no se comedy wo a obetimi agba aduane ehu hia hu nti apostle Safo o sha ono no abo ne hu asie papa ni yi ade nyina how many radio stations and how many TV stations eno mu yi ade oye no se wedua emo ewo dry land mu bia 10,000 acres and I say bia 4,000 acres na why no kwan be no fa so dia papa say o kire na pese you produce ni na
and even how to process it baby or dey see was as if looking like the etie
enti no mobile bo na ye kiro to ho na ye ka kire wo say Joseph no ondi na nuanu no o meba na o be koto no na omunim say ya dia
onu ya one person dey your time na so we are done. So the would you remember bomudin I know you know nti would o kire o wa wo atimota kwan no so hono no won so microphone I mean now what direct wo five
wo kumase wo tamale sisi no enye brofo na ebe wiu sabi enye brofo akatie na intelligent and supernatural power is the be the supernatural power edibana
edigeze
nti sisi no mun sto aduane na ka kire wa so nyama ne say agriculture and na ya de a edimu pa wo bibia mu na nya sa de a wo o memes be down e be bi say sika na oji wo mo nyina no o de ye dan uji sika na e wo se tumi ko ye bribi de bia meka so ko asori bia make sure say asori na wo ko no asori ni wo future ye ji ade na ade no wo buta ye bia e kokoye en de nipa ko no benya ne ho nko a na obetena class akasi na ka brofo akasi na yɛ sɛ obi akɔ aso so bi ho kyerɛ no amen.
Amen. One edges for money. Thank you so much for watching Revelations. We will still continue these conversations. We want to talk about genetics. Now, you say Ghana for no. The moja fun ana moja born will be the ura yemuntina yaso NTSM and share Revelations, Maame Grace, and Dr. Kwesi. You better one common way so. Ebium, it's not Burma.